All right, it's your boy Nico the Virgo again. I just want to make a quick video about a modification that is kind of slept on and can actually make a difference. Mainly makes a difference if you have a cold air intake, and that is, it's a free mod too. That is the throttle body coolant bypass. And I'm going to try to explain this to you in the most simple terms that I can. Basically, from the factory, the throttle body takes coolant. Coolant is ran into the throttle body to help de-icing in really cold climates. Now, I live in Virginia, don't have that issue. I'm pretty sure, a lot of guys that live in other areas don't have that issue, but even guys that do live in cold climates, even read about a guy in Alaska that never had an issue. What that does is it keeps the air coming in cold. Now, when you have, I don't know if you have the stock setup, drive for like an hour or maybe even 45 minutes, or shoot, 20 minutes, and feel that throttle body. That throttle body is going to be pretty warm. And actually, when it really helps when you have a cold air intake, because it's a cold air intake. It's designed to suck in cold air. So when you do this bypass, it keeps the air cold, and it really helps the whole concept of your cold air intake. Even if you have a stock intake, shoot, I even did it on my 96 Caprice, and I noticed a small, slight difference in the throttle response. Now, I've read that it's been dyno proven to add like 8 feet-pound of torque and like 6 horsepower. You're not really gonna feel it big time, but it adds up. Especially in my case, I have an electric water pump, a PCM tune, 373 gears, a few other goodies. Only thing I really don't have right now, literally the only thing I don't have, is headers and a stall. After that, I feel like I'm set, but that's coming very soon. But yeah, I just wanted to, share this free mod that can be done very, very easily. All you really had to do is, see from the factory, this hose goes into the throttle body, which I have a rubber hose over to block that off. That's where it used to go. And all you basically do is, there's a boot under this one where the coolant goes, into the throttle body. But you just cut that off and run this hose straight into here, into this coolant hose. And it's a bypass after that. Just clamp it down, you know what I mean? Just make sure you cover up all this, you know what I mean? Make sure the IP spark doesn't get wet. And you know what I mean? It's a very easy job. I've seen some videos on people doing the bypass, but I haven't seen many people actually explaining what it does. And because many people have the cold air intakes, but they don't do the bypass, which is very, you know what I mean? It makes a huge difference when you have a cold air intake, you have a hot throttle body. It makes no sense. So if you have a cold air intake, or even if you have a stock intake, do that bypass. Do the home plate delete, all that. Get you some exhaust too. It's restrictive exhaust on these factory LT1s, especially for the Caprices. So I just wanted to share, this is a somewhat quick video kind of explaining in layman's terms what the throttle body coolant bypass does. It's a free mod. If you're a do-it-yourselfer, pretty sure you have some, you don't need any extra clamps. All you really need is a rubber boot, or I'm pretty sure you could put JB weld over the little throttle body, the tip of the hose that you're no longer using anyway. So JB weld wouldn't be the end of the world. Or if you plan on getting a new throttle body, hey, I think they give you the option to not have that hose there. But yeah, that's just one of the cheap mods that, you know, I found helpful, because when I bought the car, it wasn't bypassed. And when I did the bypass, I noticed that even after hours of driving, the throttle body does not get warm. And I read in the forums that this one guy was trying to say that the mod was pointless because it eventually heats up. If you drive for any amount of time and your throttle body gets hot, your car is overheating. That is the only time I have ever had my throttle body get hot since I've done the bypass, is when it overheated. And that was because of the water pump had failed. But I got that brand new Miser electric water pump. It's been doing good. You know what I mean? It's running great, runs super cool. It has a 160 stat up in there. It runs super cool. The PCM is programmed for the fan to stay on, so that my car is super cool all the time. But still, even with my 96 Caprice, I did that throttle body bypass. It helped a lot. It's when you are actually putting in cold air and not hot air, it really helps a lot, especially with a cold air intake. So once again, if you got a cold air intake, do this mod ASAP, or what you are doing is completely pointless. You're just doing it for the looks, and you're just sucking a bunch of hot air just at a higher rate, and you're probably just hurting your car's performance even worse. You're probably just better off with the stock intake, honestly. But like I said, it's a quick video. Hopefully it'll help somebody out. And you know, because I know that I read some pretty some very discouraging information about the bypass until I actually done the bypass myself, and I seen the difference. So, and like I said, it's actually been some dyno tests been done, and you actually do feel a difference with the throttle response. So, all right, that's pretty much it. That's all I gotta say. Yeah, just like, comment, subscribe. If y'all got any other you know, low buck mods out there that y'all have done that isn't really, you know, a known mod, because like I said, you know, I'm pretty deep into this car. You know, I got all the handbooks. I'm in all the groups, so I probably not many mods that I don't know about. But hey, if it's one that you've done, hey, drop it down in the comments, man. You know, I like to learn. I like to learn new stuff. I'm not that know-it-all kind of guy. I like to listen. I like to learn. You know what I mean? I'm 22 years old. Been in the cars for a few years, so you know, I'm not one of those young guys that doesn't want to listen to anybody. So if y'all got any other, you know, mods, and any mods that y'all have done on, you know, not even just Impalas, but other old school 350 small block cars, or you know, any kind of small block car. So yeah, like I said, like, comment, subscribe. All right, end of the video.